What if the spare change sitting in your pocket right now could be worth far more than anyone imagines? Across America, millions of state quarters have passed through countless hands, cash registers, and coin jars, often without a second glance. Yet hidden among ordinary-looking quarters are fascinating coins with unique histories, unusual features, collector appeal, and stories that continue to capture the attention of treasure hunters everywhere. The United States Mint's State Quarters program became one of the most successful coin programs in American history, inspiring millions of people to search through their change for special finds. In today's collection, we're exploring 7 incredible Washington quarters from different states and national sites. Each coin has its own design, historical background, specifications, and link from Massachusetts and South Carolina to Kansas, California, Montana, Perry's Victory, and Block Island. These quarters may look ordinary at first glance, but their stories make them anything but ordinary. Some have circulated for years, showing scratches, rim wear, and signs of age, while others attract attention because of unusual appearances and collector interest. So before you spend that next quarter, take a closer look. The coin hiding in your pocket, drawer, or old piggy bank could have a story waiting to be discovered. Let's dive into these 7 remarkable quarters and uncover what makes each one feel like a hidden treasure that many people accidentally lose every single day. First, coin. The 2000p Massachusetts State Quarter stands as one of the most fascinating coins in the United States 50 State Quarters program. Released in the year 2000, this coin honors Massachusetts, the 6th state to join the Union, in 1788. At first glance, it may appear to be an ordinary quarter resting unnoticed in a pocket, drawer, cash register, or old coin jar. Yet some collectors constantly search through thousands of coins, hoping to discover an unusual example hiding in plain sight. The coin is composed of a copper core covered by layers of copper nickel. It weighs approximately 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and a thickness of about 1.75 millimeters. The edge contains reading, a feature found on modern United States quarters. The obverse displays the familiar portrait of George Washington, while the reverse features the famous image of the Minuteman statue, a symbol of courage, independence, and the revolutionary spirit that helped shape American history. The Philadelphia Mint produced this coin, identified by the small P mint mark. Millions were struck for circulation, making ordinary examples common. However, collectors know that rarity is not always determined by mintage alone. Certain coins become valuable because of minting errors, unusual die varieties, striking anomalies, or exceptionally preserved condition. A coin that escaped quality control with a dramatic error can attract significant attention from specialists and advanced collectors. Massachusetts played a critical role in early American history. The reverse design celebrates the state's heritage, with the Minuteman standing proudly above an outline of the state. This image represents ordinary citizens who were prepared to defend their communities at a moment's notice during the American Revolution. Because of this historical connection, the coin appeals not only to numismatists but also to history enthusiasts who appreciate symbols of America's founding era. Collectors closely examine every detail of a Massachusetts quarter. They search for doubled lettering, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, die breaks, and other unusual characteristics. Even small differences can transform a common coin into a highly desirable collectible. Professional grading services carefully evaluate condition, assigning numerical grades that can dramatically influence value. Coins with strong luster, minimal wear, and sharp details often command premiums over heavily circulated examples. The collector demand for state quarters remains strong because the series introduced millions of Americans to coin collecting. Many people began filling quarter maps and albums when the program linked decades later. Enthusiasts still search bankrolls, estate collections, and forgotten containers, hoping to find scarce varieties. This ongoing interest helps maintain demand for exceptional examples. Imagine discovering a quarter that has been overlooked for years. Perhaps it sat unnoticed in a piggy bank, hidden in a couch cushion, or mixed among ordinary change. Most people spend such coins without a second thought. Yet experienced collectors understand that treasures sometimes hide where nobody expects them. The possibility of finding an unusual specimen creates excitement every time a quarter changes hands. Condition plays a major role in value. A fine condition coin may still display clear design details despite circulation wear. Higher-grade examples with brilliant surfaces and strong eye appeal are generally more desirable. When rare mint errors combine with excellent preservation, prices can rise substantially. Serious collectors often compete for unique pieces because once a special coin enters a collection, it may not return to the market for years. The market for rare quarters can be surprisingly active. Auction houses, coin dealers, and online marketplaces regularly feature unusual state quarters that attract attention from buyers around the world. Values depend on authenticity, rarity, condition, and collector demand. Before assuming a coin is extremely valuable, experts recommend professional authentication and grading to verify any unusual characteristics. For collectors, patience is essential. Examine coins carefully under proper lighting. Use magnification when searching for errors. Store valuable finds in protective holders to prevent damage. Avoid cleaning coins, because cleaning can reduce collector value. Keep detailed records of unusual discoveries and consult reputable experts when necessary. Knowledge and careful observation often lead to the most rewarding finds. What makes the 2000p Massachusetts quarter so intriguing is the idea that an ordinary-looking coin could hold an extraordinary story. Every scratch, mark, and detail reflects its journey through countless hands and transactions. Somewhere, rare varieties may still be circulating unnoticed, waiting for someone observant enough to recognize their significance. In the end, the Massachusetts State Quarter represents far more than 25 link connects American history, modern minting technology, and the thrill of discovery into a single piece of metal. Whether found in a collection, inherited from a relative, or received as everyday change, it reminds collectors that remarkable treasures are not always locked away in vaults. Sometimes they are hiding in plain sight, quietly waiting to be discovered. The next forgotten quarter could become the highlight of a collection, proving that hidden treasures can still exist in the most unexpected places. Next coin. The 2000p South Carolina State Quarter is a remarkable piece of American coinage that captures the spirit, history, and natural beauty of one of the original 13 colonies. Released as part of the United States 50 State Quarters program, this coin honors South Carolina, which became the 8th state to ratify the Constitution in 1788. While millions of these quarters entered circulation, certain examples have sparked excitement among collectors because of unusual characteristics, striking anomalies, and distinctive appearances that separate them from ordinary pocket change. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint and identified by the P Mint mark, This quarter shares the standard specifications of modern Washington quarters. The coin is composed of an outer layer of copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper link, weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of roughly 1.75 millimeters. The edge features 119 reeds, giving the coin its familiar textured appearance. These measurements may seem ordinary, but for collectors, every fraction of a millimeter and every design detail can matter. The obverse features the well-known portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. The reverse, however, is where South Carolina's unique identity shines. The design includes a Carolina wren, the state bird, a yellow jessamine flower, the state flower, and a palmetto tree, one of the most recognized symbols in South Carolina history. An outline of the state completes the design, creating a beautiful tribute to the region's culture and heritage. What makes some South Carolina quarters particularly intriguing is the possibility of unusual toning, striking errors, or rare die varieties. A coin displaying a rusty-looking shade on the reverse side can immediately attract attention. In many cases, this coloration results from environmental toning, chemical exposure, or natural aging. However, collectors often inspect such coins carefully because uncommon surface appearances can sometimes indicate an unusual minting process or a unique storage history. The mystery surrounding these features adds to the excitement of discovery. South Carolina's rich history gives this quarter additional significance. The state played a major role during the American Revolution and later became one of the most influential regions in early American development. The symbols chosen for the reverse design were carefully selected to reflect pride, resilience, and natural beauty. As a result, many collectors seek this coin not only for its potential rarity, but also for its historical meaning. Collector demand for state quarters remains strong decades after the program began. Millions of people started collecting coins during the state quarter era, and many continue searching through rolls, jars, and inherited collections, hoping to uncover hidden treasures. The South Carolina quarter occupies a special place within these collections because of its attractive design and historical significance. Condition is one of the most important factors affecting value. A quarter that has circulated for years may display scratches, discoloration, and wear. Yet even circulated examples can attract interest if they possess unusual characteristics. Fine condition coins retain visible design details while showing moderate wear. Collectors often compare coins carefully, looking for sharp lettering, strong design elements, and original surfaces. Rare errors can dramatically increase desirability. Examples include off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks, doubled dies, and other production anomalies. Because mint errors occur accidentally, they are naturally limited in number. This scarcity creates competition among collectors, especially when a dramatic error appears on a historically popular design. Professional grading and authentication services play an important role in verifying such discoveries. Imagine finding a South Carolina quarter tucked away in an old drawer, resting unnoticed among ordinary coins. To most people, it would appear ink might be spent on a snack, dropped into a vending machine, or forgotten at the bottom of a pocket. Yet to a knowledgeable collector, that same coin could represent an exciting mystery waiting to be solved. Every mark, every shade of color, and every detail tells a story about its journey through time. The possibility of discovering a valuable variety keeps collectors searching. Coin roll hunters inspect thousands of quarters every year. Estate sales, flea markets, garage sales, and family collections occasionally reveal surprising finds. The idea that a rare coin might still be circulating inspires collectors to keep looking. Unlike treasures buried underground, coin treasures often hide in places people encounter every day. Market value depends on several factors, including rarity, condition, demand, and authenticity. Extraordinary claims of values reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars require careful verification. Collectors rely on auction records, grading reports, and expert opinions when determining true market worth. Nevertheless, the dream of finding an overlooked rarity continues to fuel interest in the hobby. For collectors, patience and education are valuable tools. Examine coins under proper lighting. Use magnification to identify unusual features. Store promising examples in protective holders to prevent further wear. Avoid cleaning coins, as cleaning frequently reduces collector value. Learn about mint errors and grading standards to improve the chances of recognizing a significant discovery. The South Carolina Quarter demonstrates how an everyday object can become a source of fascination. Millions were produced, yet a tiny number may possess characteristics that make them stand out from the crowd. These exceptional examples transform ordinary change into something far more exciting. They become pieces of history, objects of study, and prized additions to collections. In the end, the 2000p South Carolina State Quarter represents more than metal, and link symbolizes the thrill of link, reminds collectors that treasures do not always announce themselves with gold, diamonds, or elaborate displays. Sometimes a hidden treasure takes the form of a single quarter, quietly waiting in circulation. While countless people pass such coins from hand to hand without a second glance, observant collectors know that remarkable discoveries can still happen. Somewhere, perhaps in a forgotten coin jar or tucked inside an old collection, a unique South Carolina quarter may still be waiting to reveal its story and surprise the person lucky enough to find it. Next coin. The 2005p Kansas State Quarter represents far more than a simple 25-cent coin. Released as part of the United States 50 State Quarters program, it celebrates Kansas and its admission to the Union in 1861. While millions of these quarters were produced and circulated across the nation, certain examples have attracted extraordinary attention from collectors. Hidden among ordinary pocket change, a rare Kansas quarter can spark excitement because of unusual features, striking characteristics, and the possibility of a remarkable discovery waiting to be made. Minted at the Philadelphia Mint and marked with the small P mint mark, this quarter follows the standard specifications used for modern Washington link, is composed of a copper core bonded between outer layers of copper-nickel-clad metal. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of around 1.75 links. Reeded edge gives it the familiar appearance recognized by millions of Americans. Though these specifications may seem ordinary, collectors understand that even the most common dimensions can hide an uncommon treasure. The obverse side displays the familiar portrait of George Washington, a design that has appeared on United States quarters for generations. The reverse side, however, showcases the unique character of link, features a majestic American bison standing proudly against the landscape, accompanied by a sunflower, the official state flower. Together, these symbols represent the natural beauty, wildlife, and heritage of Kansas. The date 1861 commemorates the year Kansas joined the Union, making the coin an enduring tribute to the state's history. The Kansas Quarter became especially famous among collectors because of several notable mint errors. One of the best-known varieties is the In God We Rust error, where grease-filled dyes caused part of the word trust to disappear, creating an unusual appearance that immediately caught the attention of the collecting community. Such errors transformed an otherwise common coin into a fascinating collectible and demonstrated how small, minting imperfections can create significant interest. A fine-condition Kansas quarter with visible circulation marks and scratches still tells an important story. Every scratch represents a journey through countless transactions, pockets, cash registers, and coin jars. These marks are evidence that the coin participated in everyday American life. For collectors, a circulated coin is not merely damaged metal. It is a witness to history that has traveled through the hands of countless people over many years. Rarity is often misunderstood. Millions of Kansas quarters were struck, yet truly unusual examples remain difficult to find. Coins featuring dramatic mint errors, strong strikes, attractive toning, or unique die varieties are much scarcer than ordinary circulation pieces. Because so many people spend quarters without examining them carefully, valuable varieties can remain hidden for years. This possibility fuels the excitement that keeps collectors searching through rolls of coins and old collections. Collector demand remains strong because the State Quarters program introduced an entire generation to coin collecting. Many people who filled state quarter maps as children are now serious collectors. The Kansas Quarter occupies a special place within the series because of its iconic bison design and its association with famous mint errors. Demand grows whenever a particularly interesting example appears at auction or in a private collection. Imagine opening an old coin jar inherited from a family member. Mixed among ordinary change sits a worn Kansas quarter covered with years of circulation marks. Most people would see only 25 cents. A knowledgeable collector, however, might notice a subtle error, an unusual strike, or a rare variety that transforms the coin into something extraordinary. The thrill comes from knowing that treasures are not always obvious. Sometimes they hide in plain sight, waiting for someone observant enough to recognize them. Professional grading services play a major role in the coin market. Experts examine authenticity, condition, and unique characteristics before assigning a grade. Even small differences in preservation can influence value significantly. Coins with strong details, attractive surfaces, and verified errors often attract the greatest interest from advanced collectors. Authentication provides confidence and helps establish credibility when rare coins are bought or sold. The market for unusual state quarters continues to evolve. Collectors regularly monitor auctions, dealer inventories, and online marketplaces for noteworthy discoveries. While extraordinary price claims require careful verification, history has shown that rare error coins can command impressive premiums. The combination of scarcity, collector demand, and historical significance creates a powerful appeal that keeps interest alive year after year. For collectors hoping to discover valuable examples, patience is essential. Examine every coin carefully under good lighting. Use magnification to inspect lettering, dates, and design elements. Learn to recognize common mint errors and varieties. Store promising finds in protective holders to prevent further wear. Most importantly, never clean a coin, as cleaning can reduce collector value and damage original surfaces. The Kansas Quarter also carries cultural significance beyond its collectible appeal. The image of the bison symbolizes the American frontier and the resilience of the Great Plains. The sunflower reflects the state's identity and natural beauty. These elements combine to create a design that resonates with both collectors and history enthusiasts. Every Kansas quarter serves as a miniature piece of art, celebrating a unique chapter of American heritage. What makes this coin truly fascinating is the possibility that valuable examples may still be circulating today. Every day, quarters pass through vending machines, cash registers, parking meters, and pockets without receiving a second glance. Among those ordinary coins could be a remarkable specimen waiting to be discovered. The idea that a hidden treasure might still be circulating adds an element of mystery and excitement to every search. In the end, the 2005 Kansas State Quarter is much more than a simple piece of link, represents history, craftsmanship, and the enduring excitement of link's standard composition, familiar dimensions, and widespread circulation disguise the fact that certain examples can become highly sought-after collectibles. Countless people unknowingly spend coins that collectors would eagerly examine. Somewhere, perhaps resting in an old drawer, hidden inside a forgotten piggy bank, or mixed within a jar of loose change, a special Kansas quarter may still be waiting. For those willing to look closely, the next hidden treasure could already be within reach, proving that extraordinary discoveries sometimes come in the most ordinary forms. Next coin, the 2013 D. Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial Quarter, is one of the most historically significant coins released under the America the Beautiful Quarters program. At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary quarter that has spent years moving through cash registers, vending machines, parking meters, and countless pockets. Yet for dedicated collectors, certain examples of this coin have become objects of fascination because of their historical symbolism, collector appeal, and the possibility of unusual mint characteristics hidden within an everyday piece of change. Struck at the Denver Mint and identified by the D Mint mark, this quarter was issued to honor Perry's Victory and International Peace Memorial in Ohio. The monument commemorates the victory of Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry during the Battle of Lake Erie in the War of 1812 and celebrates the lasting peace that developed between the United States, Canada, and Great Britain. The design transforms a simple circulating coin into a miniature monument carrying more than 2 centuries of history. The quarter follows the standard specifications used for modern United States link, is composed of outer layers of copper-nickel bonded to a pure copper core. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and measures roughly 1.75 millimeters in thickness. Its reeded edge gives it the familiar appearance recognized by millions of Americans. While these measurements are common among modern quarters, collectors know that even the most ordinary specifications can conceal extraordinary discoveries. The obverse side features the enduring portrait of George Washington, a symbol of leadership and American heritage. The reverse side showcases the towering Perry's Victory Monument rising dramatically toward the sky. The monument is one of the tallest memorial columns in the world and stands as a reminder of courage, sacrifice, and international cooperation. The design captures both historical significance and artistic beauty, making it one of the most memorable releases in the America the Beautiful series. A circulated example with scratches and signs of wear tells a unique story. Every mark on the coin represents years of movement through the link, may have traveled across multiple states, changed hands thousands of times, and survived countless transactions before ending up in a collector's possession. While many people see only wear and age, collectors often see character, history, and evidence of a remarkable journey. The rarity of a coin is not always determined solely by how many were minted. Millions of Perry's victory quarters entered circulation, but a much smaller number display unusual characteristics that attract collector interest. Mint errors, die varieties, striking abnormalities, and exceptional preservation can all contribute to increased desirability. Because such features occur accidentally and infrequently, they often become the focus of intense collector attention. Collector demand for America the Beautiful quarters remains strong because the series combines history, geography, and numismatics. Each release honors a significant national site, giving collectors an opportunity to build a collection that represents the nation's cultural and historical landmarks. The Perry's Victory Quarter stands out because of its connection to an important military victory and a lasting symbol of peace between nations. Imagine discovering this coin in a forgotten coin jar stored away for years. To most people, it would seem no different from any other link might easily be spent without a second thought. Yet an experienced collector could recognize subtle details that make the coins special. A unique die crack, unusual strike, attractive toning pattern, or verified mint error could transform an ordinary quarter into an exciting collectible. This possibility keeps collectors searching through thousands of coins every year. The thrill of discovery is one of the most rewarding aspects of coin collecting. Unlike treasures hidden in remote caves or buried beneath ancient ruins, coin treasures often hide in plain sight. They sit unnoticed in drawers, piggy banks, cash registers, and inherited collections. Every quarter carries the potential to surprise its owner, and that possibility inspires collectors to continue examining even the most common-looking coins. Professional grading services help determine authenticity and condition. Experts evaluate details such as wear, luster, strike quality, and surface preservation. Coins receiving higher grades often command greater attention because they are more difficult to find in superior condition. When a rare error is combined with exceptional preservation, collector interest can increase dramatically. Market value depends on several factors, including rarity, demand, condition, and authenticity. Extraordinary price claims require careful verification through professional grading and auction records. The most valuable examples are typically those that combine rarity with strong collector demand. As the hobby continues to grow, exceptional coins often attract interest from buyers around the world who compete for the finest and most unusual specimens. For collectors hoping to uncover hidden treasures, careful examination is essential. Use proper lighting and magnification when inspecting coins. Study known mint errors and varieties associated with the series. Store promising discoveries in protective holders to prevent damage. Avoid cleaning coins because cleaning can permanently reduce their value and alter important surface characteristics. Knowledge, patience, and attention to detail are often the keys to success. The Perry's Victory Quarter also serves as a reminder of an important chapter in North American history. The monument depicted on the reverse symbolizes bravery during wartime and the enduring peace that followed. Every coin carries that message forward, allowing history to travel through everyday commerce. Few objects combine practical use and historical significance as effectively as a circulating commemorative quarter. What makes this coin especially intriguing is the idea that valuable examples may still be hiding in circulation. Millions of people handle quarters every day without examining them closely. Rare varieties can pass unnoticed from person to person for years before someone finally recognizes their significance. This possibility transforms every handful of change into a potential treasure hunt. The scratches and signs of circulation found on a fine condition example only add to its story. They reflect years of use and movement, creating a direct connection between the coin and the countless individuals who carried it before. Far from diminishing its appeal, these marks can make a coin feel more authentic and historically connected. In the end, the 2013 Wheat Pennies Victory and International Peace Memorial Quarter represents much more than 25 link, is a symbol of history, remembrance, craftsmanship, and the excitement of discovery. Hidden among ordinary change, certain examples may possess characteristics that set them apart from millions of others. While countless people unknowingly spend quarters every day, collectors understand that extraordinary treasures sometimes appear in the most ordinary places. Somewhere, perhaps resting in a forgotten collection or waiting quietly in a pocket full of change, a remarkable Pennies Victory Quarter may still be waiting to reveal its hidden story and surprise the person fortunate enough to find it. Next, coin. The 2018 Block Island National Wildlife Refuge Quarter is one of the most visually striking coins released under the America the Beautiful Quarters program. At first glance, it may appear to be nothing more than an ordinary quarter that has spent years circulating through everyday commerce. Yet beneath its worn surfaces, fine scratches, and darkened areas lies a fascinating story that captures the imagination of collectors. To many people, it is simply another coin in a pocket full of change, but to dedicated numismatists, it represents the possibility of discovering a hidden treasure overlooked by countless others. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint and identified by the P Mint mark, this quarter was issued in 2018 to honor Block Island National Wildlife Refuge in Rhode Island. Established to protect migratory birds and important coastal habitats, the refuge is one of the most beautiful and ecologically significant wildlife areas in the northeastern United States. The coin's design reflects this natural heritage, transforming a simple quarter into a miniature tribute to conservation and wildlife preservation. The quarter follows the standard specifications used for modern United States circulating link, consists of a pure copper core sandwiched between outer layers of copper-nickel-clad metal. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters, and measures roughly 1.75 millimeters. In link's edge is reeded, featuring the familiar ridges found on modern quarters. Although these specifications are shared with millions of other coins, collectors understand that extraordinary discoveries can emerge from the most ordinary foundations. The obverse side features the familiar portrait of George Washington, a design that has become one of the most recognized images in American coinage. The reverse side presents a detailed image of a black-crowned night heron, standing gracefully on a rocky shoreline with the ocean stretching behind it. This elegant bird was selected because of its strong connection to the refuge and its role within the local ecosystem. The detailed artwork gives the coin a distinctive appearance that immediately stands out among many modern quarter designs. A circulated example often displays scratches, surface marks, and areas of dark toning. Some collectors are especially intrigued by black or dark gray shading that develops over time. Such coloration can result from environmental exposure, natural toning processes, or years of storage under varying conditions. While many people dismiss these features as simple wear, experienced collectors frequently inspect them carefully because unusual surface appearances can sometimes signal an interesting history or unique collectible characteristics. The story behind Block Island National Wildlife Refuge adds another layer of fascination. Located along an important migratory route, the refuge provides critical habitat for birds traveling between continents. The coin serves as a reminder of the importance of conservation efforts and the natural beauty found throughout the United States. Every time the quarter changes hands, and it carries a small piece of that story into everyday life. Collector demand for America the Beautiful quarters continues to remain strong because the series combines historical significance, artistic design, and geographic diversity. Each release highlights a unique national site, encouraging collectors to learn about places they may never have visited. The Block Island Quarter is particularly popular because of its detailed wildlife imagery and its connection to one of America's protected natural treasures. Rarity is a concept that extends beyond simple mintage numbers. Millions of Block Island quarters entered circulation, yet only a tiny percentage may possess unusual characteristics that attract serious collector attention. Mint errors, dramatic dye varieties, striking anomalies, and exceptional preservation can all transform a common coin into a highly desirable collectible. Because these features occur infrequently, they often generate excitement within the collecting community. Imagine sorting through a forgotten jar of loose change stored away for years. Most coins appear ordinary and unremarkable. Then, one quarter catches your eye. Perhaps it displays unusual toning, stronger detail, or an unexpected feature. What seemed insignificant moments earlier suddenly becomes a source of curiosity and excitement. This possibility is one of the reasons coin collecting remains such a popular hobby around the world. The thrill of finding hidden value where others see only spare change creates a sense of adventure. Unlike treasures buried beneath ancient ruins, coin treasures often hide in plain sight. They rest in dresser drawers, piggy banks, glove compartments, and inherited collections. Every collector knows that remarkable discoveries can appear when least expected. Professional grading services help determine a coin's condition and authenticity. Experts examine strike quality, surface preservation, wear patterns, and unusual characteristics before assigning a grade. Coins with superior preservation or verified mint errors frequently attract greater collector interest. Authentication provides confidence and helps establish credibility in the marketplace. Market value depends on rarity, condition, demand, and authenticity. Extraordinary value claims require careful verification through professional examination and documented sales records. Collectors often monitor auctions, dealer inventories, and private sales searching for unusual examples. The strongest prices are generally achieved by coins that combine scarcity with exceptional appeal. For collectors hoping to identify valuable specimens, education is essential. Learn to recognize common mint errors and significant varieties. Examine coins under strong lighting and use magnification to inspect fine details. Store promising discoveries in protective holders to prevent damage. Avoid cleaning coins, as cleaning can permanently reduce collector value and remove important surface characteristics that collectors appreciate. The Block Island Quarter also represents an artistic achievement. The detailed image of the black-crowned night heron demonstrates the skill involved in modern coin design. Every feather, rock, and wave contributes to a miniature work of art that fits comfortably in the palm of a hand. This combination of beauty and history helps explain why collectors continue pursuing examples of this issue years after its release. What makes this coin especially intriguing is the possibility that valuable examples may still be circulating unnoticed. Millions of people handle quarters every day without carefully examining them. Rare varieties and unusual specimens can pass from person to person for years before someone finally recognizes their significance. That possibility transforms every handful of change into a potential treasure hunt. The scratches, wear, and darkened surfaces often found on circulated examples tell a story of a movement and survival. These coins have traveled through countless transactions, crossed state lines, and witnessed years of economic activity. Each mark serves as evidence of a journey that few objects can match. Rather than diminishing the coin's appeal, these signs of circulation often enhance its sense of history and character. In the end, the 2018 Block Island National Wildlife Refuge quarter is far more than a 25-cent link, is a symbol of conservation, history, craftsmanship, and the excitement of discovery. Hidden among ordinary coins, certain examples may possess characteristics that set them apart from the millions produced. Every day, people unknowingly spend quarters that collectors would eagerly inspect. Somewhere, perhaps resting quietly in an old collection, buried within a forgotten coin jar, or waiting in a pocket full of change, a remarkable Block Island quarter may still be waiting to reveal its story. For those willing to look closely, the next hidden treasure could already be within reach, proving that extraordinary finds often come disguised as ordinary pocket change. Next coin. The 2005 California State Quarter is one of the most memorable releases in the United States 50 State Quarters program. At first glance, it appears to be an ordinary piece of pocket change that has spent years moving through circulation. Covered with light scratches, signs of wear, and even a slightly damaged rim, it may seem unimportant to the average person. Yet collectors understand that appearances can be deceiving. Hidden within seemingly ordinary coins are stories, mysteries, and sometimes remarkable discoveries that transform everyday change into something far more valuable and exciting. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint and identified by the P Mint mark, this quarter was released in 2005 to honor California, the 31st state admitted to the Union in 1850. The design celebrates California's natural beauty, pioneering spirit, and historical significance. Millions of these quarters entered circulation, traveling across the nation and becoming part of everyday commerce. Despite their widespread use, certain examples have captured the attention of collectors because of unusual features, mint errors, and exceptional preservation. The coin follows the standard specifications for modern Washington quarters. It is composed of a pure copper core covered by outer layers of copper-nickel-clad metal. The quarter weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of about 1.75 millimeters. Its edge is reeded, featuring a series of evenly spaced grooves. These measurements may seem ordinary, but collectors know that some of the most exciting discoveries emerge from coins that appear completely normal at first glance. The obverse side displays the familiar portrait of George Washington, one of the most recognized figures in American history. The reverse side presents a powerful design featuring naturalist and conservationist John Muir standing in Yosemite Valley, gazing toward the towering granite cliffs. Beside him stands a majestic California condor, one of North America's rarest birds. In the background rises the famous half-dome rock formation, creating one of the most detailed and admired designs in the State Quarters series. The California Quarter carries tremendous historical and cultural significance. John Muir played a vital role in the conservation movement and helped inspire the creation of national parks. The California condor symbolizes environmental recovery and preservation efforts. Together, these elements create a coin that represents exploration, natural beauty, and the importance of protecting America's wilderness. Every time this quarter changes hands, it carries a small piece of that story with it. A circulated example with scratches and rim damage tells a fascinating story of its own. Every mark reflects years of use, countless transactions, and a journey through many different hands. While some people see only wear, experienced collectors often view such signs as evidence of a coin's unique history. A quarter may have traveled through multiple states, passed through thousands of transactions, and survived years of circulation before finally attracting attention. Rarity often comes from unusual characteristics rather than low production numbers. Although millions of California quarters were minted, only a small number possess significant mint errors or unusual varieties. Off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, clipped planchets, and other minting anomalies can transform an ordinary quarter into a highly sought-after collectible. Because these features occur by accident, they are naturally limited in quantity and often attract strong collector interest. Collector demand remains strong because the state quarters program introduced millions of people to coin collecting. Many collectors who began filling state quarter albums years ago continue searching for the finest examples and rare varieties. The California quarter is especially popular because of its beautiful design and connection to Yosemite National Park, one of the most famous natural landmarks in the United States. Imagine opening an old coin jar that has been sitting untouched for years. Inside are hundreds of ordinary-looking coins collected from daily transactions. Most people would spend them without a second thought. Yet hidden among them could be a California quarter with an unusual strike, a rare die variety, or a unique characteristic overlooked by everyone who handled it before. The possibility of such a discovery keeps collectors searching year after year. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the realization that treasures can hide in plain sight. Unlike gold buried underground or artifacts locked away in museums, coin treasures often remain in everyday circulation. They sit unnoticed in drawers, piggy banks, cash registers, and inherited collections. Every handful of change offers the possibility of an unexpected discovery. Professional grading services help authenticate and evaluate coins. Experts examine details such as wear, strike quality, luster, and surface preservation. Coins that receive high grades often command greater interest because they are more difficult to find in exceptional condition. When a rare mint error is combined with strong preservation, collector demand can increase significantly. Market value depends on rarity, condition, demand, and authenticity. Extraordinary value claims require verification through professional grading and documented sales records. The strongest prices are generally achieved by coins that possess unique characteristics and attract competition among collectors. Even so, the dream of finding a hidden rarity continues to inspire collectors around the world. For collectors hoping to uncover valuable examples, patience and education are essential. Examine coins carefully under bright lighting. Use magnification to inspect dates, lettering, and design elements. Learn about known mint errors and varieties associated with the California quarter. Store promising discoveries in protective holders and avoid cleaning coins, as cleaning can permanently reduce collector value. The artistic quality of the California quarter contributes significantly to its popularity. The image of John Muir gazing at Yosemite's dramatic landscape captures a sense of wonder and exploration. The California condor serves as a reminder of successful conservation efforts. Together, these elements create a miniature work of art that celebrates one of America's most treasured landscapes. What makes this quarter especially intriguing is the possibility that rare examples may still be circulating today. Millions of people handle quarters every day without closely examining them. Valuable varieties can pass unnoticed from person to person for years before finally being recognized. This possibility transforms every transaction into a potential treasure hunt. The scratches, rim damage, and signs of wear often found on circulated examples only add to their story. They reflect years of survival and movement through the economy. Rather than simply representing damage, these marks serve as evidence of a long and fascinating journey that few objects can match. In the end, the 2005 California State Quarter represents far more than 25 cents. It combines history, art, conservation, and the thrill of discovery into a single coin. Hidden among ordinary change, certain examples may possess characteristics that set them apart from millions of others. Every day, people unknowingly spend coins that collectors would eagerly examine. Somewhere, perhaps inside an old collection, resting in a forgotten drawer, or waiting quietly in a pocket full of change, a remarkable California quarter may still be hiding. For those willing to look closely, the next hidden treasure could already be within reach, proving that extraordinary discoveries often come disguised as ordinary pocket change. Next coin. The 2007 Montana State Quarter is a fascinating piece of American coinage that combines history, Western heritage, and the excitement of coin collecting into a single 25-cent coin. At first glance, a circulated example with rim damage, surface scratches, and signs of age may appear ordinary. Many people would spend it without hesitation or toss it into a jar of loose change. Yet collectors understand that some of the most intriguing discoveries begin with coins that seem completely unremarkable. Hidden among millions of ordinary quarters, certain examples possess characteristics that transform them into objects of fascination and desire. Released in 2007 as part of the United States 50 State Quarters program, the Montana Quarter honors the state that entered the Union in 1889. The coin celebrates Montana's rugged beauty, vast landscapes, and rich frontier history. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint and identified by the P Mint mark, millions of examples entered circulation throughout the United States. Over time, these quarters traveled through stores, banks, vending machines, and countless pockets, creating an enormous population of circulated coins that continue to attract collector interest. The quarter follows the standard specifications used for modern Washington link, is composed of a copper core covered by layers of copper-nickel-clad metal. The coin weighs approximately 5.67 grams, measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter, and has a thickness of about 1.75 millimeters. The reeded edge contains the familiar grooves found on circulating quarters. While these measurements are common, collectors know that extraordinary stories can emerge from the most ordinary pieces of metal. The obverse side features the familiar portrait of George Washington, a design recognized throughout the world. The reverse side presents a striking image of an American bison standing proudly before a sweeping landscape of mountains. Above the scene appears the phrase, "Big Sky Country," one of Montana's most famous nicknames. The design captures the spirit of the American West and reflects Montana's reputation for vast open spaces, natural beauty, and wildlife. Montana's history is deeply connected to exploration, ranching, mining, and frontier settlement. The state became famous during the westward expansion of the United States and remains known for its breathtaking scenery and outdoor heritage. The bison, featured on the quarter, serves as a symbol of strength, endurance, and the untamed spirit of the western frontier. Every detail of the design helps tell a story about the state and its place in American history. A circulated example with scratches and rim damage tells a story of its own. Every mark represents a moment in the coin's link may have passed through thousands of transactions, traveled across multiple states, and changed hands countless times before finally attracting the attention of a collector. While some people see only wear and damage, many collectors appreciate the evidence of a coin's long and active life. The concept of rarity often extends far beyond simple production numbers. Millions of Montana quarters were minted, yet only a small percentage possess unusual characteristics that attract serious collector interest. Mint errors, die varieties, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, doubled dies, and other production anomalies can dramatically increase collector attention. Because such features occur accidentally, they are naturally scarce and often highly sought after. Collector demand remains strong because the state quarters program introduced millions of people to coin collecting. The Montana quarter is especially popular among collectors who appreciate Western history, wildlife themes, and beautiful coin designs. The image of the bison against the mountain landscape has become one of the most recognizable designs in the series, contributing to its lasting popularity. Imagine opening a forgotten drawer in an old home and finding a small collection of loose coins hidden inside. Most people would see nothing more than spare change. Yet among those coins could be a Montana quarter with an unusual strike, a rare die variety, or another characteristic overlooked by everyone who handled it before. That possibility keeps collectors searching through old collections, coin jars, and rolls obtained from banks. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the realization that treasures can hide in plain sight. Valuable discoveries are not always found in museums or treasure chests. Sometimes they sit quietly in a pocket, buried in a piggy bank, or mixed with ordinary change. Every quarter has the potential to reveal something unexpected to the person willing to examine it carefully. Professional grading services play an important role in the coin market. Experts evaluate coins based on authenticity, condition, strike quality, luster, and surface preservation. Coins receiving higher grades often command stronger collector interest because they are more difficult to find in exceptional condition. When a rare error is combined with strong preservation, demand can increase significantly. Market value depends on a variety of factors, including rarity, collector demand, condition, and authenticity. Extraordinary value claims require verification through professional examination and documented sales history. The most desirable examples are typically those that combine scarcity with eye appeal and historical significance. As a result, collectors frequently monitor auctions, dealer inventories, and private sales in search of unusual examples. For collectors hoping to discover valuable coins, patience and knowledge are essential. Examine quarters carefully under bright lighting. Use magnification to inspect lettering, dates, and design details. Learn about known Montana quarter errors and varieties. Store promising discoveries in protective holders and avoid cleaning coins, as cleaning can permanently reduce collector value. Education remains one of the most valuable tools in the hobby. The artistic quality of the Montana Quarter contributes significantly to its appeal. The powerful image of the bison reflects a defining symbol of the American frontier. The mountain backdrop emphasizes the natural beauty that makes Montana famous. Together, these elements create a design that is both visually impressive and historically meaningful. What makes this coin especially intriguing is the possibility that rare examples may still be circulating today. Millions of people handle quarters every day without taking a closer look. Valuable varieties can pass unnoticed through countless transactions before finally being recognized. This possibility transforms every handful of change into a potential treasure hunt. The scratches, rim damage, and signs of age found on circulated examples add character to the coin's story. These marks are reminders of a journey that may have lasted many years and crossed thousands of miles. Far from being merely imperfections, they serve as evidence of a coin that has participated in everyday history. In the end, the 2007 Montana State Quarter represents far more than 25 cents. It combines American history, Western heritage, artistic design, and the thrill of discovery into a single coin. Hidden among ordinary change, certain examples may possess characteristics that set them apart from millions of others. Every day, people unknowingly spend coins that collectors would eagerly examine. Somewhere, perhaps resting in a forgotten collection, hidden inside an old coin jar, or waiting quietly in a pocket full of change, a remarkable Montana quarter may still be waiting to reveal its story. For those willing to look closely, the next hidden treasure could already be within reach, proving that extraordinary discoveries often appear in the most ordinary places. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more rare coin discoveries, valuable coin stories, and hidden treasures that could be sitting in your pocket right now.